A silver mist creeps across the courtyard of Beta 47, painting the cold metal with spectral glimmers. My boots echo on the catwalk like drums of war, and the blush of lunar dust swirls around me. A burly officer snarls, "Bastard, you're up!" My jaw tightens, and I feel the pulse thrum through the hilt of my ether saber. Each titanium pillar seems to whisper ancient scorn. Why does this summons weigh heavier than a sentence? Today, in that makeshift arena, will my name be remembered or erased forever? Year 197 of the Orion Dynasty, Varan System. Here, among craters of red dust and colossal statues of forgotten heroes, stands a barony so insignificant even the wind ignores its borders. I grew up on plains of twisted metal, nourished by scraps of respect and simmering resentment. To be a bastard in Varan is like carrying burning iron. Your pride scorches away, leaving scars. Proving your worth isn't a choice. It's an urgent fight to avoid being discarded in orbital power corridors. In Andromeda's galactic bulge, the drums of war roll like cannon barges. Empire against empire, tradition pitted against upheaval. Grand Duke Idrian is mustering his legions, weaving alliances and sparking betrayals. For me, Kaelion Thorn, earning merit means sweating in duels, channeling the void, and weathering arcs of light. Only then can I lift my name above bastard, and, at last, carve out my right to exist. In the vast floating auditorium, Tribune Merrick materializes atop a holographic dais. His cold eyes scan the recruits like invisible blades. He projects maps of charred planets and holograms of buried colonies. Here, he intones, blades decide fate, not bombardments. The words sound like a death sentence for many. My chest tightens, a shiver racing down my spine. I swallow hard and wonder if I'm ready to display, before the elite, the power I've barely mastered. The display flashes, my name in crimson neon. I step forward, ignoring Eric Thorne's sarcastic jab, heir of House Ignis. "Good luck, bastard." Tess, the tactical holographer, tweaks my helmet's visor with a sly grin. Her gaze, part challenge, part curiosity, is the only promise of genuine support. When Eric raises his lightsaber, the high-pitched hum ripples through the thin air. My heart pounds, not from fear, but from the thrill of the impending fight. Eric charges with inhuman fury. I block his strike in a perfect instant, my ether blade singing against his plasma edge. Green sparks erupt like distant stars. He reels back, snorts, and spins into a mortal strike. I counter with a shoulder kick that throws him off balance. The crowd holds its breath. The platform vibrates beneath us, metal groaning in time with the pulse of my void, and then, without warning, a boom shudders through the entire structure.
Quick tip to level up your experience. Read Manhwas and light novels for free. Listen to epic audiobooks. Watch unlimited anime. Play cloud games with no console. And stream the best anime soundtracks. Check the description now and grab your free trials.
The sudden collapse halts the duel. I brace, absorbing the deep tremor that ripples through the titanium beams. Eric nearly topples but claws onto the nearest column. Seizing the moment, I disarm him with a fluid spin. His saber slides free, clattering on the floor with a lethal gleam. Silence falls. Nobles in silver silk widen their eyes, whispering in hushed chorus. From above, Merrick watches with folded hands behind his back. A crooked smile spreads across his face. Interesting performance, bastard. That begrudging approval resonates louder than any applause. Pride and unease tangle through me. Victory, maybe. But I sense he judged me not by technique, but by the audacity of channeling the void in the heart of the arena. Tess steps close, straightening my metallic mantle. "You didn't just win," she murmurs, her sarcasm laced with genuine relief. "You survived the test." Eric, curt in words, retrieves his saber and nods. "You surprised me. Good thing." His mask of superiority slips for a moment, revealing respect, perhaps the most valuable spoils of all. Even so, my comm unit buzzes at my belt. An encrypted message awaits decryption. My fingers glide over the helmet's display. 3 lines of code scroll by, followed by a red alert. Andromeda forces plan a royal ambush on Coretha. This test was no training, it was a dress rehearsal for war. The realization slashes through my chest. I didn't fight for glory. I proved my usefulness in the coming conflict. The arena wasn't an exhibition, It was the forge to shape me. I feel the weight double on my shoulders. For a moment, the bastard brand seared by galactic bloodshed matters less than an entire nation aflame. I summon Eric and Tess to secondary hangar, lit only by flickering amber lamps. The air smells of engine oil and tension. I lay out the plan. Coretha will face an underground ambush. Eric rolls his eyes, but hardens his expression. So the bastard leads more than duels now. Tess unfurls a tactical map, scanning entry and exit points. I sketch the infiltration strategy. We drill makeshift defenses. Tess conjures holographic diversions. Eric tests energy blades under my watch. I experiment firing short void bursts to form shadow barriers against plasma rounds. Each misstep earns sharp sarcasm and sincere encouragement. When the meeting ends, we part in determined silence. The promise of war throbs louder than any cheering crowd. Darkness cloaks the infiltration ship like velvet torn by fuchsia thrusters. Inside Hull Zero, 5 recruits form a tight V, eyes gleaming in the dim glow of consoles. I heft my ether saber, its pulse throbs like a heartbeat. Into my comm I whisper, "Alpha Team, synchronize in 3, 2, 1. A thunderous vibration shakes the hull as we breach Coretha's atmosphere. Below, a maze of ancient wreckage, crumbling skyscrapers, twisted bridges, smoldering craters. Eric grits his teeth. Worth every drop of sweat. Tess, fingers dancing over controls, murmurs. And every moment of madness. We cut engines and hover mere meters above the ground. Gravity here feels heavier, as if Coretha itself tries to pull us under. A flash rips the sky. Buried towers activate defense turrets, spitting blinding bolts. Drop! I shout. In one sweeping motion, I unleash the void, a viscous black wave expanding around us, forging a dome of granular shadow. Bolts slam into our barrier like meteors, bursting into crimson sparks, but the shield holds. The crackle of plasma echoes in my ears. I feel each impact resonate through my bones. From a hidden fissure, the enemy centurion emerges, raising a hissing saber. His voice booms. Let's see if your void stands against the blade. Eric strikes from the flank, blade glittering. Tess projects spectral holograms, blue duplications that twist and flicker. Yet all eyes fix on me. I am the fulcrum of this clash. I draw a deep breath, letting the void surge through my veins. I step forward, the ground pulses beneath me. With a fluid arc, I swing my saber downward, ether steel carving the air. The enemy blade meets mine, and their collision erupts into a cyclone that devours light and sound, leaving only my racing heartbeat. I accelerate the tempo. I spin 180 degrees, drawing dark energy into my fist, and thrust my blade into his weapon hand. The void flares in a purple blaze, weaving shadow chains that bind him like living shackles. His saber drops with a metallic clang, its edge embedding itself in the twisted metal floor. Pure power fantasy, Tess breathes, a half-smile on her lips. Eric nods, silent respect in his eyes. As the centurion collapses to one knee, he raises his head and rasps. The bastard has won. But there is no time for isolated triumphs. Static crackles in our comms. Idrian's reinforcements appear on the horizon, mechanized troops sliding on beams of light. The true threat reveals itself not as a single opponent, but as a full-scale invasion. I feel the void pulse in my blade, as alive as my own adrenaline. This moment is not merely victory, it is the spark of a war that could consume all of Coretha. I lift my ether saber to the corrupted sky and roar. Alpha formation, advance. For the Grand Duke, and for our name. Shadows tremble, blades flare, and together we charge into the storm of plasma. Amid the chaos, I realize, my call to war has not only forged me, it has reignited the destiny of an entire dynasty. As silent rewards scatter across the tainted horizon, my visor catches a flicker in the hangar's corner, a hooded figure, motionless, clutching a holodrone. A metallic glint traces the outline of another blade, more refined, more lethal. I am not alone in this game of shadows and power. What does this spy observe? Who sent this mysterious wraith? My breath hitches. I feel the void pounding against my chest, as if foretelling another trial. Now, amid ruins and glory, one question burns sharper than any blade. Who truly commands the power of the void?
Did you enjoy the video? Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. This helps us know which stories you love most and which ones we should prioritize in future productions. Your support is essential for us to keep bringing you the best manhwa content every day. See you in the next episode.